Hey, it's Liz from the Tombstone Tarot Reader. Back for another reading. Today I'm going to look at Daddy wants to do a mid-decade census, not based on actually counting people, but based on existing records. Again, it's another way to try to rig the election because he's determined to stay in office. I mean, he didn't mow over the Rose Garden, or he's going to knock down the East Wing for somebody who's only going to stay for a few years. He's planning on staying for life. It won't work, but that's his plan. So he's trying to do anything he can think of to rig the election. What he wants to do is to make sure illegal people are not counted. Problem is that the census, which is in the Constitution, says you will count all persons. It does not say U.S. citizens, all persons, and the Supreme Court already ruled on it. I think this is all going to end up in court, just like his birthright citizenship BS. I don't think it'll go through, but again, they must be seeing internal polling and just seeing how bad things are, because I mean, he's making up numbers now. Some guy from the Heritage Foundation is using old data. I think that's how it's working. So he's making up all these numbers, showing how great the economy is. The reality, it isn't. You can put a bow on it all you want. The economy is still heading in the toilet. We are still sliding into a recession, and if we're not careful, we could end up, with another depression. Nothing that we had, the likes we haven't seen since 1929. The sooner we can get him out of office, the better off we will be. So that's what we're gonna take a look at. I did look at the gerrymandering scam. I know 45 minutes is a long video, so we'll try to make this one shorter. Before we get started, I want to do one housekeeping note. I got a viewer request to do a celebrity tarot reading. I don't do celebrity tarot. I unless they're in the news. I did Diddy, but I'm not going to look on. If a certain, the celebrity's going to marry somebody else or what. So unless unless there's something going on in the news or something like that. I did a long time ago. I did J-Lo and Ben Affleck when they got married for the second time. The card showed up. It's like, that's what we all, what we all knew, the marriage wasn't going to last long. But you know what? It's none of our business. I think we have too strong a fixation on celebrities. I mean, focus on your own hopes and dreams. Don't live through their lives. If you want to be the next Taylor Swift, go out and make it happen. Don't worry about what her and, Travis Kelce are doing. So, So we spend too much time and we give too much power to celebrities. So no celebrity readings here. So that's it. So we'll take a look at the census that he wants to do, even though it's going to end up in the courts, and at this point I don't think anything he does is going to be able to change the outcome. He's going to lose the House. I mean, the Democrats will take back the House in 26. I mean, I don't think it's going to be total blowout, but I think we'll have a nice comfortable margin. And we'll take a look at the Senate later. We might pick up a few seats. I think we'll close the gap. And then in 28, we'll take back the Senate, along with the executive branch. I don't know where the new president's going to live. I mean, the damage Trump has done to the White House, you won't be able to move in. So anyway, all right, let's throw the cards. I decided to work with the Golden Tarot. I already got the hit that it ain't gonna work. It'll get held up in the courts. States will sue, and the Supreme Court's already ruled on this. I was actually, during the 2020 census, I was actually a census taker around this area. It was good extra money because everybody was out of work then, so I appreciated the money, but I wouldn't do it again. People around here do not trust the government, so they don't want to give their names, they don't want to give any information. So I wouldn't do it again. All right, so will Trump succeed in getting his mid-decade census done and redistricting the maps? Working with the Golden Tarot today. They're gonna try. Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Which one is this? Eight of Wands. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna try.
The entire car ride home. Oh, my dog. We drove.
Alright, let's throw my cards. Well, we're in a public park. So. And I'd rather be outside. I try to spend as much time outside as possible. So, 9 of Coins. Knight of Coins. Well, it's always about the money. 5 of Cups. Yeah. He thinks he's here. This is the bird. You know, the bird. He thinks. Daddy thinks, you know. Somebody must have whispered in his ear. Maybe Lutnick. He told him to try to do this. And, you know. So he thinks this is going to happen. So he's feeling pretty confident. So, you know. It's all about the money. Because he wants to, you know. He's building this ballroom because he wants to turn the White House basically into Mar-a-Lago, where they will sell memberships and people, you know, people have to pay to come in and dine there while he sits behind a velvet rope. It's just going to be another Mar-a-Lago. So he thinks he's not leaving. That's why he's making on. That's why he mowed over and made, you know, the rose garden, made it look like the patio over at Mar-a-Lago. That's what he's doing to the ballroom. So, but, womp womp. 5 of Cups, the loser. You see, and here's Lutnick trying to tell him it's all better, you know. Ain't gonna happen. When I was shuffling, the Ten of Swords came out, so we'll go through more cards. So it's just gonna get tied up in the courts. Strength. It's just, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. See, we have strength, justice, and the star. Not gonna happen. This is for us, not him. Justice will prevail. So I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's going to get tied up in the courts. I don't think it's going to happen. Again, it's just more of that redistricting BS. I think he's going to be in for a rude, wake-up call in November, because I think New Jersey's going to stay blue. I already threw on that. I think Virginia's going to stay blue. We'll take a look at that. I think we'll return blue. And we'll take a look at Ohio. But now, people are not going to put up with this. So I'll leave it here because I'm going to keep this video short. Obviously for entertainment purposes only. Like, subscribe, share. I'll see you in the next video. If you have any political questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to look at, I know there's special elections coming up. If you have any particular race that you're interested, 2026 coming up, or House or Senate, I'm happy to look at that. So, see you in the next vid. Bye.